From the dawn, back at it again. This time in the countryside. Shout out Jason Aldean, Morgan Wallen, and Dana White. I could've just retired in peace. I could've been golfing with my niece. I could've been chilling on the beach. But I got too much love for the streets. Hey, let's make America great.
Come on, y'all!
For every religion and race.
Woo!
Yeah, men don't have a vagina. The radical left works for China. All I ever wanted for the USA was a good economy for your family. Protect the southern border, make a place that's safe for your kids to go outside and play. Look at San Francisco, take a look at LA. Look at New York City, man, it just ain't the same. We all know the radical left is to blame for weaponizing your religion and race. Nancy, tell me how that house is so fancy, but you only make $100K a year.
Yeah, I was ready, they didn't have my back. They were petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
Oh, one thing about that old truck gonna crank now. She gonna crank. And Granddaddy said if she don't crank, we're gonna throw her in neutral. It might be the battery. We just put a brand new starter in her. She's gonna crank. It's time to ride, my beautiful patriots, brothers and sisters. Yes, indeed, we've woken up so many people, man. Thank y'all for all the love, support, people telling me keep doing amazing work. We have seen so many, even DMs, y'all, saying, you know, I was on this side. I voted for this, but now I see what's going on. I've woken up. You know, I see the corruption. I see everything. People be thanking me, y'all, and they're not. And they were never Trumpers, and now they are here with us, and we're gonna crack open a cold one in November. Who's Elizabeth? You not on macaroni duty, casserole duty? Is going to Jennifer and Samantha this year, because in 2016 the seasoning wasn't hidden. Whoever put that on the chicken too, I think that was John. John, you not making the chicken this year. We're gonna let Rebecca make the chicken this year, because that wasn't it now. And who bringing in the desserts? We need cobbler, pies, cookies, and if you a diabetic, we got insulin on standby, because we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Music from all kind of genres. We're gonna be dancing, sliding around, cracking open cold ones, baby. It's time to ride. I love y'all, man. Happy early Mother's Day. Love to all the beautiful women, our mothers out there, grandmothers. We love you. God bless all you beautiful people around the world, man. And I hope y'all been spreading the love. Today is Saturday, May 11th. Early in the morning. I ain't even took a shower because I was so ready to get this one out. I couldn't wait to see what this one was. And man, a lot is going to be said in this video, y'all. So make sure y'all watch this one all the way through. Drop a like. And hey, spread the love, man. Because you never know what somebody is going through. Suicide rates, depression, anxiety is at an all-time high, y'all. For real. All-time high. Spread the love to one another. Check up on your loved ones. Be there for your loved ones, your kids. You know, be there for your family. Hug your mama for me today. Tell her happy early Mother's Day. When you go out in the public, you know, wave and say happy Mother's Day to the beautiful mothers in the stores or wherever you're at in the public, you know. For real, man, the little things matter. The little things, y'all. The little things. Spread the love, man. We have been declining for a long time. As you can see, man, people are struggling at an all-time high. And I want that to be known in my videos, man. And this is why I spread so much love. Let's jump straight in, man.
Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo? She always looks wet, but not too wet.
Right. She's the reason I believe in God.
Who needs precisely...
Oh, man, his intros, man. Election interference, all this corruption. Some of the best campaigning is going on. These cases are falling apart in real time, man. We are winning left and right, y'all. Hope y'all are ready, man, to crack open the code with me, y'all. Hope y'all are ready. I got the cooler ready now.
zero introduction on our program. Alina Habba, Donald Trump's attorney and spokesperson, joining the program. What a week for the president. This is like a Triple Crown kind of stuff. It is amazing. Everything is collapsing in real time.
Real time.
Congratulations.
I don't think I can take all the credit, but thank you. I'll take it on behalf of all the legal team. It's been a really strong week for us. I mean, between the decision on Judge Cannon delaying the trial, obviously, and more importantly, finding out what we did, which was that they were really sloppy with evidence there. Jack Smith's
Pack
team
your
was
bags,
changing
Jack.
things, moving things, covers of classified documents didn't match the actual documents. Then there was really good days in the hush money case, which I cannot speak as much to because it's a pending trial. But I think the news has spoken for itself. The people they select to use to probe President Trump, the first president to ever be criminally tried by a state like this, says it all, in my opinion. And then, we just keep hitting them one after another. We'll get there. Like I always say, we'll get there. And then don't forget Judge Engoron, my favorite from the AG case, who was allegedly speaking to an attorney about what he was going to put in his decision weeks before he made his decision on the Attorney General case, which is completely improper.
Yeah, along with Fani Willis now, the appeals court accepted that.
Right.
And Fani Willis being now investigated and going after the state of Florida now.
Get you another bottle of Grey Goose, and you get that fella, you broke up his family, and he can't take care of his wife and kids, and y'all might as well cry and make love again, don't you? Oh man, and bring me and my Patriots up that mattress with all that money in there. Where is that mattress, Fanny G? A mattress, Willis. Y'all down there in Fulton County, lying, cheating, or just rescanning the ballots. I mean, golly, it's ridiculous. They're on affairs, leaked messages. They're screaming at the judge. There are innocent people locked up down there. I mean, it's just sick. Anyways, let me continue. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to go on a little rant. I apologize, my beautiful Patriots. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm sorry, the state of Georgia now going after Fannie. This has been...
And the DOJ. I think the DOJ is doing an investigation because it's federal funds as well.
So this has been, again, a really, really exciting week. It must be hard, actually, in the midst of all of this to keep up the esprit de corps. But you did, and you've always been on the show very optimistic. You've always been fighting. And now, again, it seems like in real time, all four of these cases are just at an extreme collapse. We didn't even mention the Supreme Court hearing on presidential immunity. And that, of course, went very well in your favor. At least it sounded like from the court.
Yeah, we'll hear what happens there. I think it's pretty straightforward, and I think that everybody needs to remember that one specifically is about all presidents. And actually, I think all of these cases are. Do we want an America where you sit in office, you do your job, you take care of the American people, and then you're criticized and ridiculed and persecuted after you leave? That's not good for anybody. That would really discourage anybody from being in politics. I know it discourages me from ever even thinking about it, looking at what's going on. It's sad, and it's not supposed to be the way it is.
So it does seem, however, that the tables are sort of righting and that the energy has shifted now in your favor. I want to start in New York because that's the trial, of course, that's ongoing. This is a trial that you have obviously been up to New York. Have you been in the courtroom?
All week, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this is something that I really wanted to get sort of your response on because they seem to be now stopping Michael Cohen from doing his TikTok lives. They're not going to call Karen McDougal, Stormy Daniels from every single conceivable takeaway, CNN to MSNBC to the experts on Fox. Everyone's like, this is a nightmare. I mean, you were inside the courthouse. Was it a nightmare?
I think it's just obvious that this really is not about books and records. And like everything else, when you start actually having to prove your case and the American people are waiting for months and they're hearing all these press conferences about DAs and AGs making it sound like there were real crimes. Well, when you get in a courtroom and you have to listen to everybody speaking and you have to look at the evidence and there is none, it speaks for itself. So what they're doing is distracting with a lot of fluff, with a lot of salacious fluff, just to have a smear campaign, in my opinion. And in most Americans' opinions that are watching. And I think that's true of the left and the right. I think everybody's seeing this. Let's talk about what else happens when they do this. They stop New York. There are so many police officers brought into New York, sitting there, focused on this trial, focused on the surrounding areas, while New York is truly falling apart. And the people that are pulling these attorneys are the same ones that are supposed to be taking care of the New York public, citizens, and constituents. And instead, they're pulling them all to go to this show trial, this Biden show trial that has all been coordinated from the top. And it's not my opinion. If you look at the White House logs, it speaks for itself. They've all visited before they've filed the complaint, and have continuously visited and coordinated. So I think the American people are seeing this really isn't about books and records. It's about trying to keep him in that courtroom in New York. It's about salacious information and trying to make this sound like something it's not. And it's like reading like the National Enquirer. It's terrible. I mean, except this is supposed to be a courtroom, and it's not being perceived that way at this moment.
We've done some deep dives on what Stalin did when he illegitimately took control of the Soviet Union and how he immediately started to do show trials. And Stalin's show trials are things of legend, right? They study them in history books. And he rigged the judges, he rigged the juries, and he put every single political enemy, not a specific group, not the hoi polloi. He went after his political enemies first, and he shoved them into courthouses and courtrooms, and then he banished them, or worse. Do you think this is Stalinist tactics? I mean, would you call this Stalinist?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, look at some of the people that have been selected. So, that's exactly what they do. It's the equivalent of, if President Trump had brought his private attorneys in, and they're supposed to now go and persecute and prosecute from the DOJ or the FBI or DAs and AGs. The outrage would be screamed from the top of their liberal mouths, but we're supposed to sit here and act like it's not happening. And then when we do actually act like it's happening, they gag us and they say, you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. Anyone in your control can't talk about it. We don't want you to bring up the unsavory facts. We don't want to bring up the fact that the judge here should absolutely have recused himself because of his affiliations. And we're not allowed to speak about that. That is third world stuff. That is, dictator level.
Stalinist. Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is.
Yeah.
And just because the man eats ice cream and can't walk, don't think that he's not acting like a dictator,
Yeah. Yes, that's right. And in fact, it's those people with the collapsed brainstems that really act the most like dictators because they're losing it.
Well, they have henchmen. They have henchmen.
And they go crazy. So you've been inside of this court. You brought up the judge here. As far as I know, you're not under any gag order. And so can you describe like how the judge has been behaving inside of the courthouse?
Oh, boy.
Well, the judge is, clearly trying to appear. And this is the thing that you always see. They try and appear like they're impartial for the record, but it always seeps out in the decision. So then they'll come out and they'll ridicule the team, or they'll put down one set of lawyers, but not the other. And they do this on purpose. Number one, there's press. Every single thing that you're sitting in there has shown that there's press, and that is what they play to. That's not what judges are supposed to do. Then there's the jury. When the jury's in there, you really are supposed to act like an impartial judge who's just deciding what evidence comes in and out. Well, the only problem with that is when you're not impartial to start with, and you shouldn't have been sitting there, your biases come out. And I've definitely seen that. He's not, it always comes out. It always shows. It has a million times.
So some
Always comes
who are in
up.
the courthouse say that even the judge was repulsed by Stormy Daniels' testimony and was quite shocked about it, repudiated a little bit, and was like, what the hell? What the hell is this porn star doing in my court? We're going to run an esteemed court, and we're going to run a true by the books trial here. Now, please, our porn star witness first. What was that dynamic like?
Well, I although, we do have a gag and I do have my ethics, so I have to be very careful about that. But I can say that, there were times that he tried to create guardrails for the prosecution and said this was out of that realm. But they blew through those. They took a bulldozer and literally drove it through. They didn't care. And the problem with that is, and it's a tactic, honestly, it's a tactic I'm watching and seeing them do is, you know, you get it out and the judge will say, oh, it's sustained, or you disregard, you know, strike that, disregard that jury. You didn't hear what you just heard. Well, you can't unring bells. And that's the truth about courts. You can't. You can pretend that that's what's going to happen. You can do it for the record. You can give a limiting instruction at the end saying you are not to have considered anything that I struck. But everyone knows once you say it, once they hear it, it's out. And we're human beings. We can't unhear those things. So I think they're doing it on purpose. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's unethical. And it's really, frankly, grounds for a mistrial.
So is that what you believe is going to happen here? There are many people who obviously don't like Trump on CNN and MSNBC saying this is going to be a mistrial.
Yeah, I think so. I think eventually, yes. I don't know that this judge...
We're seeing them agree now. They know what's going on. A lot of them say this is just... Like we showed y'all the CNN clips, man. Even like I'm surprised. Remember we made that joke about that one CNN anchor where we like, yeah, he might get fired after saying this. Because he completely called him out, you know. This should not be going on. You know, we have become a laughing stock, y'all. Embarrassing. 8 years. They could have bought this 8 years, man. 8 years. And there's way worse things going on in the world right now.
Judge will grant the mistrial, but for sure on appeal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hung
a lot
jury?
of fatal errors here.
Hung jury? Have you seen the jurors?
I can't, I don't, you know, I've learned a long time ago. I am not a rookie lawyer. Sorry, liberal media, but I have learned a really long time ago that you cannot read a jury. You cannot. You can think you can look at them, you can say this and that. You can't. What I do tell you is they picked a Manhattan jury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was not by accident. So.
Stalinist. Stalin. We can say it. You don't have to say it. We can say it. We've been saying it for weeks. It's Stalinist. You need to say it's not Biden trials. These are Stalin level Soviet Union purge trials, and that's the way that we see it. There are people though who can, I guess, see into different dimensions, or see into the spiritual realm, or perhaps be possessed by the spiritual realm. This came out on MSNBC about the star witness for the prosecution here, Stormy Daniels.
Now claims that she is a medium and that she communicates with dead people and has participated in a TV series about the paranormal where she explores things, including the fact that at one point an ex-boyfriend of hers was inhabited by spirits.
So people who believe in God and people who read the Bible would say inhabited by spirits. That sounds like demonic possession, actually. Any comment on that, Alina?
I'm not going to comment on her testimony. It speaks for itself.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I also believe in God.
Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh boy.
I have a feeling that Fannie Willis wouldn't like the necklace. Fannie Willis this week was saying that she's going to depend on Daddy to win the case against Trump.
Isn't it interesting when we got a bunch of African American DAs, now we need Daddy to tell us what to do? They can keep looking. I'm not
Always pulling the race card. Always pulling the race card. It's just it's sick, y'all. What a disgrace. She's a disgrace, man. Just always pulling the race card. I don't understand, man. It's disgusting, y'all.
interested in them looking. They can look. I'm sorry they pissed off. Justice is now actually blind. Lady Justice is blind. Everybody can get it.
So everybody can get it. This is the these are the
Y'all see
words. You
Alina,
can write it in stone,
body
right?
language?
Carve it in marble. Put it above most courthouses, right? Like these are the new prophetic words of the smartest
no
legal
one
minds.
is above the law is their favorite, except them. Except them.
Yep.
Yep. Alina had to catch herself, y'all. Y'all seen it. She had to really catch herself. She was, she was finna say something, but she had to catch herself. we all are disgusted. It's sad, y'all.
Yep. And everybody can get it. So,
and why is race a factor? Because I'm missing this. I don't understand why their goal in this country is to be divisive. We were never like that. I didn't vote for Obama, but guess what? When he was president, I was not a savage. I wasn't talking about race. I was not talking about making it us against them. And what are we doing? I mean, this is so toxic, this behavior and the frankly, the lack of ethics. What are you talking about? She's not a spokesperson. I'm a spokesperson. She's not a spokesperson. She is sitting here prosecuting a former and future president. And she's now introducing daddy, and who speaks like that? I mean, shame on you. Truly shame on you. Shame on you, because I do a lot of talking, and I don't try and be divisive about race. I don't talk about people's children. There are rules, there are boundaries, and our country has literally forgotten them.
So Steve Sadow posting this morning about the appeals process, talking about this and saying that this has been racialized. And that they have been cast. The Trump team have been cast as racist by the DA, and this is one of the many grounds for appeal. And he's going in hard on this, obviously. And the appeals court took this up. We learned that 24 hours ago. Your thoughts on that process with the
I think it's fantastic. I agree with everything Sadow's saying. He's one of our attorneys. He's doing a great job. But I mean, it's exactly what I said. To be honest, I wasn't aware of that statement this morning, but I will say I'm glad the appellate division is going to look at this. In Georgia, you have to be granted that right to do that, and he did get that granted, which is another win for Team Trump. But I will say this is unbelievable. I mean, also let's talk about one other thing. These comments are made to the public, much like Letitia did in the AG case. And then we're left with gags. We're left careful of our words, constantly trying to do a dance. But they can say whatever they want. They can call us racist. They can call us whatever you want. This is all really, truly about one thing. That's the campaign. And that's 2024. This is nothing to do with law. You've heard her. Did she mention anything about the case? Did she mention anything about the facts? Anything about the rules? Anything about what was actually done? No, she can't. It's all propaganda. And it's wrong. It's wrong.
I mean, off the top of our head, and we were broadcasting live like 12 straight hours with the Fannie Willis courtroom Judge Judy level drama. But off the top of our head, I mean, she admits to campaign finance violations. She lied to the court at least 4 times that we can count. She lied against the Secret Service. The Secret Service pits her at the White House. She said she never visited the White House.
Lies
and then, of course,
lies.
she behaves totally unethically before the court with all of her filings, right? Mm-hmm. She clearly, admittedly lied. So my question to you is this, like, how do you unpee in the pool, right? Like, so if the pool is contaminated, the judge says the pool is contaminated, how do you you have to drain the pool, right? Like, how do you get rid of that? You can't drain half the.
It needs to be over. It needs to be over.
Pissed in the pool.
It's just like Jack Smith. You did too much. You did it too fast. You were blinded by your animus, and now the cases are falling apart.
Falling apart, man.
So you believe that it would be right? I mean, I still can't.
And I know some of y'all patriots and got in that pool and just pissed all in the pool. I know y'all. That's why you probably laughing. Don't be laughing. I know you got in that pool and then gonna sneak it off and then act like you ain't did nothing. And then continue to wander through the water, knowing you didn't let that hot piss out. I know my patriots is real warriors out there. I know y'all be pissing in the pool now. Yeah, that hot aroma, and then you wait for it to, then you walk away, move around the pool like ain't nothing ever happened. Everybody's swimming around. Unbelievable.
They have to dismiss it. This case should be dropped. Okay. This case should be dropped.
In Fulton,
it's a joke. It should be dropped. And what did he do? I am yet to hear that. What did he do? Just like the current case in New York. Yeah. You know what I'm hearing about? Again, salacious stuff. People taking money from federal government, people overpaying employees, people having sleeping with other people that they shouldn't be and having inappropriate relationships.
Oh,
I mean, all that keeps coming out here is that every time they go after him, their own dirty laundry comes out, and it's terrible.
Facts. Everybody coming after him, then they dirty laundry comes out too. Oh boy. Patriot, what y'all think about that, man? Comment down below. We calling it out. We making sure everybody can see it. We're waking everybody up now. And again, thank y'all for all the love and comments, DMs, emails. Again, today is the 11th. So a lot of you guys are going to be getting your hats today. So again, to win a hat, simply email me. A lot of y'all seen last night that I emailed a lot of you guys back. I got to show so much love last night and put a lot of smiles on people's faces. And that's what this channel is all about, man. Spreading love, bringing the truth, and not being afraid, being brave and confident, man. Standing up, you know. We're going to crack open a cold one in November, y'all. I hope y'all are ready. I love you guys. And I will happy Mother's Day, but happy Mother's Day. Love to all the beautiful women, our mothers out there. God bless you all and your families. Y'all take care. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.